Hi! In this video, we'll be working on the pom-pom yarn areas. So you can check your pattern where yours should be. In my case, it's this one. So take your pom-pom yarn and gently untangle them. Should be fairly simple. Okay, so let's do that. So once you've straightened out your pom-pom yarn, take your scissors, the one that comes with your kit, and then cut the pom-pom yarn into strands in such a way that there will be 2 pom-poms per strand. So 1, 2, let me cut here. 1, 2, 1, 2, oopsie. So at a later stage, we will be trimming the ends off, keeping the yarn that connects the 2 pom-poms. So you can decide, depending on your work style, if you want to trim the ends already now, while they're not attached to the canvas yet, or trim them later when they're already attached. I personally prefer trimming them before attaching them to the canvas because you can see here that they're kind of bunched up together and trimming the ends then become a bit more tedious, but that's like a me thing. So you can decide what you want to do for your own project. Okay, let's continue. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, I think I'm going to divide this and I'm going to trim the ends of one half now and trim the other half later. So you can skip ahead and see the result and decide for yourself whether or not you want to follow one technique over the other. But if you're more laid back and don't want to skip ahead, you can just do whatever and go with the vibes. Usually when I do this project without having to film, I put on a podcast or a YouTube video. And I mean, I don't usually finish coasters in one day, as that makes the whole exercise quite stressful instead of relaxing. So if you're watching this, you're welcome to tell me how you're making this project, if you're making it with someone else and having a nice chat, or you're doing this in silence, or maybe outside in your garden in the sun. That sounds really lovely, actually. If I weren't filming, I think I would do that. Sometimes I accidentally snip off part of the pom-pom, which is totally fine. You can just pull out the stray hairs and then carry on. For you planners out there, you may want to decide on a general color scheme now instead of kind of freestyling it. But you don't have to do this step, but I like doing this step. So what I do is I look at the general size of my pom-pom yarn area and then kind of line up the pom-poms so that the colors, the same colors aren't beside each other. You are totally free to skip the step. So I'll just fast forward so that we can begin with the project. All right, so now let's get started. We can start attaching them to the mesh canvas. Have a peek at your pattern and confirm where you want the baubles to be. In my case, it's this one. Choose where to begin. Since I'm right-handed, I like starting from the left to the right. And then after that, I turn the project over and then I go from, again, the left to the right. But it's up to you. You might find a technique that's more comfortable for you. And if this is your first time, don't worry. You can undo everything. It's not a final placement. You can remove all the pom-pom yarn and start over if you want. And again, you don't have to be so strict about following your pattern. No one's going to see the lines after you're done with it, I promise. Okay, so to begin, take one strand of pom-pom yarn, fold it in half, and hold it with your non-dominant hand like this. And then take your latch hook with your dominant hand with the latch open. So this is open and this is closed. So with the latch open, insert your latch hook through the mesh like this. Grab your yarn by the loop and then pull through. You'll see that when you pull through, the latch closes. I think it's really cool. Hold the loop with your non-dominant hand and then count about 2 squares away from you, from where your loop is. So 1, 2, insert your latch hook there with the latch open. And then, so from above to under, and then come out where the loop of your yarn is. And then when the latch hook peeks out, you can drape the loop of your yarn through it like so. Okay, let's repeat that. So hold the loop with your non-dominant hand. Count 2 squares away. 1, 2. Insert it on the second into the second square under, and then come out where the loop is and put it through the loop like that. Don't worry, we're going to be doing this a couple of times more, so you'll be able to see it again and again. Take a strand, fold it in half, and then grab the loop and pull through. Now you have 2 sets of pom-poms. Hold the loop with your non-dominant hand and remove the latch hook. Count 1, 2, enter, and then emerge through the square where your loop is. And thread the latch hook through the loop, like so. You see? Then take your next yarn, fold it in half, and grab the loop and pull. There. That's how it looks right now. And then take the loop with your non-dominant hand and remove the latch. Again, count 2 squares away. 1, 2. Insert your latch hook with the hook open, and then emerge and thread it through the loop. Fold in half. Hold with your non-dominant hand. Grab and pull through. Hold, remove the latch hook, count 2 squares away. 1, 2, insert, emerge, and thread it through the loop. Take your next yarn, fold it in half, hook, and pull. We'll do that one more time. Hook, and pull. Depending on where your loops are, can be tighter. So you just have to pull the loop out with your fingers gently. So I'll just continue following the pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, insert, and pull. 2, and I'm pausing here and taking stock of how many strands I have left. I have 3 left, and then I'm deciding how to put them. Maybe like this. Okay. Another tip, if you're starting out, let's say you are turning around and you would benefit from the loop being closer to the direction where you want to go. You can just insert the latch hook in your preferred square and then grab it, making sure that the hook is closed so that you can essentially use the hook as a device to change where the loop is at. Okay, there. Okay, so let's continue. As it gets more crowded, it gets a little trickier to see where you're going. Just move that away. And 1, 2. Okay, so I have 1 pair left. In this case, insert your latch hook 1 square away from where your current loop emerges instead of 2. Open the latch hook, insert 1 square away here, and emerge. Do the same as before and thread it through the existing loop. Grab your last pair of pom-poms and pull, and hold on tightly onto that loop as you release your latch hook. Set that aside, and let's just turn this around so we can look at it properly. Okay, so you're holding onto the loop now. I suggest using your dominant hand, and then look for the nearest pom-pom. Take the pom-pom, and you see the loop here, and this is the nearest pom-pom. Squish the pom-pom through the hole, or the loop, I should say, like so. That will lock all the pom-poms together. And you'll see here that even though the loop felt kind of tight, there is actually more space. So look for a nearby pom-pom and also smush that through the loop. It's just a little tedious, but that will really secure all the pom-poms in place. Now take the time to arrange the pom-poms how you want them. And for you who haven't snipped off the ends, like these, you can do so now. So I'll do that with you. So now you see why I prefer to do that at the beginning. It's kind of more satisfying to me to finish the weaving in of the pom-poms and then just see them in their final form. But again, this really depends on your work style. Sometimes even the cutting off of the ends can also be meditative, and that is beneficial in itself. So there's no really one better way. That's the nice thing about crafting, isn't it? You get to exercise a kind of relaxed approach that you normally wouldn't in other aspects of your life, like your profession. And that's why I love crafting so much. You have room to be relaxed and quote unquote imperfect. Yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but this is pretty much the finished product. So if you want to hop off of this video, you're welcome to do so. Or if you want to have something on in the background that's has no talking and is equally relaxing as this project. On the YouTube channel of Cosy Mouse Crafts, we have companion videos, which are no speaking, purely calm music with some videos of me crafting with my dog and or cat. So I called those companion videos as I made them with the intention to accompany the crafts we have in the store. So we are done with that section. I think it turned out really cute. It looks like corals already. This is what the back looks like, in case you're wondering. May take you a few tries to have your technique down, but that's part of the process. And the process is the point. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care.